Do we already have questions? What do we understand with mastic on which connections? Well, mastic are used, if you are talking about French construction, a bit everywhere to make the link between between plasterboard and windows, for example, and to make the link between plasterboard of the wall and the roof. And they are using mastics around the penetrations also. Well, a bit everywhere. When well, in France we usually do the airtightness with the plasterboard, so we use it, but everywhere when there is a penetration in the plasterboard. What is the rezoning of air barrier, heated or not? Do we talk about membrane or other materials? No, we are talking mostly about mastics here. In the UK study, they seem to find out that the mastics was shrinking when it was implemented not in cold climates, and then that it was heated afterward. So it was not membrane because, maybe some adhesive also. In the Swedish study we will see at the next webinar, they found out also that some adhesive implemented in cold condition and dusty climates may be less durable than if they are implemented in hot and non-dusty climates. So Valerie was mentioning decrease in air tightness if gaskets of windows are not regularly changing. According to your study, is there any difference in the framing material change, wood, PVC, aluminum? I have absolutely no idea. The only information I have about that was the two houses tested by passive houses, where they do have changed the gasket. I think, but I'm not completely sure that it was wood frame, but I have to review the study for that, and I have no other information than those two houses. And let me answer her last question, and we will move to the Wolf presentation. So what about the effect of moisture content of wood construction? Yeah, well, that's an interesting question. In fact, when there is a air barrier, I think that the moisture content of wood construction is positive for air tightness after a few years. So that means that maybe the root tend to grow and then to seal leakage by growing. When there is no air barrier, no membrane, then the fact that the wood is moving with the content of moisture may be a problem, and then tend to increase the air tightness at some time of the year and decrease it after a while.